And I live with two guys, John and Haydo, right? And John imports bikes, does very well at it. He's got a lot of bike stuff where he works. And because of this, Haydo decided it might be a nice idea to have a house bike, just a bike that we can have at the house just to go on short trips, errands.
Yep.
And approached John with the pitch for the house bike. And John said, yeah, I can just build that from like what's left over at the factory. Yeah. This is 3 months ago. Okay. So I was very into the idea of having a house bike.
Sounds like he wants to ride.
Yeah. There are several short trips that need to happen all the time. Yeah. We're constantly taking short trips. Good for the environment. Just to distances that aren't that far from the house.
I just don't understand how you guys always have a bike length trip that needs to be happened to the point where you need a house bike.
All the time. Just going around to people's houses that are in the vicinity. House bike. Take the house bike. It's like if you ever stay at a bed and breakfast and they have a communal bike. We're thinking of getting a games room as well. Okay. And a hooky set for free time. The point is, I think Haydo wants a bike. However, he would have got one if John hadn't said, I'm on it, mate.
Yeah, exactly.
Easy done.
Yeah,
and the notion that one of the members of the house has such vast and unlimited access to bikes, the notion that within that environment someone else would need to purchase a bike seems ridiculous. Yeah. Surely we're all there to use each other.
Exactly.
So this has been going for 3 months. There's been a lot of niggling from Hayden. When the bike's coming, John? When's the bike going to be done? We want the house bike. Yeah. A lot of, John, I'm on it. Yeah, and I'll talk to the guys at work.
Yep.
A lot of chat back and forth.
Yep.
Today, diplomacy broke down.
Oh, really?
After Hayden's obviously reached snapping point, and a group text was sent out informing John, and this I think is a genius stroke, informing John the internet password has been changed at the house, and until such time as the house bike graces our doorstep, he will remain offline. For John, this is a disaster.
Yeah, exactly.
Because his best friend in the whole world is YouTube. Yeah. He just sits there looking at, monkey wing, huge explosion. Sometimes he'll just type in a word, any word, like an emotive word like awesome or incredible, and just look at whatever the top hit is. That's all he does with his time. So now John is furious.
Yes.
There's been talk of you're a terrorist. I don't negotiate with terrorists.
So do you know the password?
I was forced to pick a side. Hayden said, look, I can tell you the password if you back me, or, you can side with John and think I've done a bad thing. Of course, I'll just sell John out. I want the bike as well. So I know the password. I'm on the inside.
Has John attacked you for the password?
Yep. Yeah. I've been called a bad friend. I've been called a deserter. There's now talk that John will only deliver a bike with no seat as punishment. So things have really heated up today, but I think from Haydo, great move. It's always fun when you come up with a creative way to hold someone to ransom.
It's a smart mini ransom, isn't it?
It's really hit him where it hurts.
I like it. On 13-10-60, to kick it off this Australia Day Eve, are you holding, probably one of your mates generally, to a mini ransom?
Yeah, have you just come up with a terrific move that's infuriating them? You should have seen the text John sent. He melted down. It even had a chant at the end. It finished with Hayden's an idiot written 3 times with exclamation marks, which I assume is to be chanted. He's chanting over text.
Matt, you've done exactly this, mate.
Boys, how we going?
Very well, Matt. Happy Australia Day Eve.
Yeah, same to you guys.
Thank you.
Yeah, look, my brother actually, it's been a couple of instances. He's stolen a couple of shirts, a couple of pairs of shorts, and just he holds them and wears them when he likes. Because he obviously can't afford them himself. So I got sick of it one day and decided to cut all his appliances in his room, cut the plugs off them. So his Xbox, his DVD players, TV, his alarm clock, everything that I could find, I just snipped the plug off.
Matt, this is extreme.
An upgrade in the battle.
Matt, this is like shooting him in the knees.
now, Matt, what's the story there? So you just say, unless you give me my clothes back, I am going to...
But Matt, do you have the capacity?
I didn't even tell him. I just went and did it. And then he goes, "Oh, what did you do that for?" And I go, "Oh, it's because you got all my stuff." And he goes... He just had a bit of a whinge to Mum and Dad about it, and I said, "Well, when you give me back my stuff, I'll fix them for you."
Oh, so can you fix that, Matt?
Yeah, I can fix it.
Why, you an electrician or something?
Yes, I am.
Oh,
that
there
makes
we
a bit
go.
more sense. As long as it's undoable. Otherwise it's just going into his room.
I didn't break his Xbox and that. No.
That's like $5,000 worth of damage. I'm going to cut off your pinky, and if I don't see my thongs returned, your whole hand's coming off.
So, Matty, have you gone back round yet and had to fix all these appliances?
No, not yet. No, he hasn't come up with the good yet, so he's still without power.
Yeah, you just need to get a plumbing mate of yours to take his roof off or something. Are you living outside, my friend? Going to give that shirt back?
Thanks, Matt. Craig, you've done this as well. You've had a situation where you're holding someone to ransom.
Yeah, I did. Basically, my stepbrother and I, when we were younger, he took a pair of my board shorts, and they were good rusty board shorts.
Yeah.
I paid a fair amount for them. And so I ran into his room, grabbed the clothes drawer, and took it down to the swimming pool.
Oh, so you've held the clothes drawer above. So this is more of a hostage situation than anything.
Did it all go in, Craig, or did you negotiate with him from that point?
No, we negotiated. He was on the balcony with a knife to the board shorts, and I said, "Look, mate, this is your good clothes drawer. This is your Sunday church wear.
Yep.
Do you really want to lose it all and have to go to church in your underpants?"
Yep. I mean, you took my clothes swimming. Granted, they were board shorts,
So
but maybe I take yours swimming.
Double hostage situation.
I like that whereabouts on the board shorts did he have the knife?
From memory, I think it was probably around the crutch.
Yeah.
So it's almost like a voodoo pair of board shorts. Hopefully this really hurts.
And Craig, all's well at end well. Did you get the shorts back?
Yeah, I did, and we had the truce, the official truce handshake, and the UN were called off. They were told to go back to where they were needed.
Peacekeepers were stood down. All ended well. Good to hear.
Thank you, Craig. See a little bit of blackmail, bit of a laugh at the end of it.
I think it's pretty much just how guys communicate with each other.
Hamish and Andy.